Hey guys, it's George here. Sorry about the long periods of no videos. I just don't have Wi-Fi or a computer anymore. I have some bad temper issues and I broke my computer of as a result of that. So I no longer have the laptop. But I have been living in Albuquerque, New Mexico for over a year now, a year and a few days. But these are all the rifles I bought within this year. I did have some more that I bought, but I have sold them. One was a 9130 43 Ishvask sniper rifle. I sold it for something else. What rifle was it? It was for this rifle right here. Actually, I did get a pistol as well. Let me put the phone down so I can clear it for you. Wait, empty a mag because this pistol doesn't lock open that well. Okay, so I did get a Tokarov. I've been wanting one for a couple of years now, and I finally got one. I traded two 9130s for it and some other stuff. I'll start off from the left. What we got here is a Romanian 1954 all Romanian matching, numbers matching M44 here. This is pretty rare. I got this for about 140. I think in the past I have mentioned that I really wanted an M38 carbine, and I actually have two of them now. I got lucky. This one is a 1943 refurb matching with a correct M38 stock. It doesn't have the cutout for an M44 here. Like that. I got this at a gun show for 200 even out the door. I can't shoot this one though because the stock has major recoil setback. So before I got this M38, I had it in an M44 stock off of my laminate M44 to shoot it. So yeah, these two are counterboard. This one has a worse barrel than this one, although this one looked like shit when I got it. This one is a 1944 Ishvask M44, all refurb matching. Stock has major cracking in the shellac right over here, so I'm probably gonna take a dull object and scrape it all off lightly, and then put some boiled linseed oil over it, or some amber red shellac, or something like that. But yeah. This one, when I got it off of Arms List, there was a small gun shop near Santa Fe. So about half the distance from Albuquerque to Santa Fe, about 30 miles to get there, to and from. He wanted 200 for it. It had a B-square receiver sight, receiver mount, or not, the sight, rear sight scope mount. Which I took off. I sold it after the day I got it. I pulled the sights off this rifle because it didn't come with the actual pin for the original sight, so I just pulled off from this 9130. The bore on this, when I got it, it was rusty. They test fired it with corrosive Romanian ammo, and they did not clean it. And contrary to belief, corrosive ammo in a dry climate like New Mexico will rust. I'm guessing they've had it for a while, so it had time to get started with the few rainstorms that we've had. Now, I wouldn't even call them rainstorms here. It's like 5 minutes of rain and then it goes away. But the bore on this one is actually pretty shiny now that I've shot it, and it has really strong grooves, barely any pitting. This one has a wartime M38 modified to a M44 stock. See, this is a 1942 or 43 era stock on the M38, same style. No metal here, but metal up top. So this was an M38 stock at one point. Next, we have a 1943 wartime 1943 Ishvask, very wartime, very crude. Probably one of the most crude ones I've seen. Has the correct wartime stock for that year. Has the no metal by the bottom, but metal up top. This is all matching refurb. Shoots really good actually, but 4 inches at 100 yards, which is standard on these. Some people have theirs shoot 1 inches at 100 yards, but I don't really care about accuracy most of the time. What we have here, sorry guys, my back is hurting a little. We have a 1917 Steyr M95 Stutson carbine. Pretty sure I said that wrong, but it's all stamp matching. It is a Bulgarian refurb, but it was used heavily after it, and the bore is almost brand new. It does have a Hungarian coat of arms and then a Austrian coat of arms on it. I did get some ammo in for it, and I haven't shot it yet. I'll probably shoot it on Wednesday of next week. Now on to the Mausers. I've got 4 Mausers now. Actually 5. I've got 6 now. I've got 2 that I've had before. I did have a Yugoslavian Capture 98K, but I sold that to get this one right here. This is a 50% matching veteran bringback, 1939 dated 98K with the factory code of 42, so Mauser Oberndorf. Now the only thing that doesn't match, well, the 2 things that don't match on it are the lower stock and the cleaning rod. The handguard, which is walnut, matches to the receiver. The bolt, every little piece of metal, even it's matching down to the screws on the metal parts. The bore, about 95% condition. There is a muzzle ring near the muzzle. I'll show it on the Steyr. The ring is right about there, but it's not too deep into the metal, and it still shoots pretty good, so I'm not concerned about it that much. This is a BYF 44. This is this one was made around January 44. The bolt, trigger guard, the trigger group itself, and the barrel are matching. The rest of it isn't, because this is a restored sporter. When I first got this rifle, it did not have sights at all. So I went to a gun show. I found a sight base that matches the condition of the outside metal, and then I had a spare barrel that's a gun shop guy gave me, and I had the sight parts taken off of it here, so I could use them on here. And then I ordered the front sight base off of eBay along with the sight blade, and the total investment on that was probably around 80 bucks. It was 40 bucks to get the sights put back on, and then other parts. I took the stock off my Israeli Mauser to use on this rifle, and it does alright with modern ammo. It did worse with Yugo surplus, which surprised me because I usually get good results out of it. Moving on to the next one is a DOU 44 in the 8,000 range of the J block. This is a Romanian capture. Has the original matching stock, handguard, bayonet lug, sights, and what else? And the trigger area. The trigger guard matches, trigger group matches, the foreplate, and follower the follower matches, but the foreplate doesn't. Has no finish left on it, as you can see. I can't shoot this one either because of recoil setback in the stock from heavy abuse and whatnot. So I gotta get the stock fixed before I can do anything else with it. And then what we have here is a bit of an oddity. This is a Turkish KK, no, this is a KKO short rifle made in 1945 in the 10,000 range. Now they only made 15,000 of these rifles, so 5,044, 5,045, and then 5,046, so 15,000 rifles. Nothing really on this nothing really on this rifle matches, but the bore is pretty much brand new, which is rare, which is really rare on these rifles because they were used a lot. The stock has it's a rack number. I did find 13 and 15 in some guy's collection. So this thing, it has a 24-inch barrel, but it has the muzzle flash of an M38 or an M34. It's pretty cool. So now what we have here is a Russian Tokarov, and no, I should know that it is Russian before anyone mentions that it could be Romanian or anything else like that. Not to be snobby or anything. Here, let me set it down in something. Just try and show you. Now you can see part of the date. It's in 1952. There's the Ishvesk mark right there. There's the Century Arms mark, and then where the safety was, but the safety was not letting the gun fire at all, so we took it out. The slide matches, the barrel is matching, the trigger, the hammer assembly does not match. But it's a fun pistol. I have shot it. Actually, we do have some ammo for it here somewhere. It took me a while to find some, but SG Ammo had some one night and I got 2 boxes. But yeah. Now I do want to have these holes filled in over here from the safety, and then have it cold booed or touch-up boo done. So, yep, that's about it. It's a lot of guns for being here for a year, but I'm happy with all of them. I guess I'll go over prices now. I paid, like I said, $200 for this one, but I traded something for this, but $115 for the 9130, $100 out the door for the Steyr, $425 for the 42 1939 Mauser, and then about $140 for the BYF 44, $350 for the DOU 44, and then $100 out the door for this, and then I traded 2 9130s stock and some AK ammo for that. So there's a lot of money invested here, but I'm happy with all of it. So I'll see you guys later.